Top 5 Everyday Use Research Topics. Heritage and Identity in Everyday Use by Alice Walker. Alice Walker's short story Everyday Use explores the complex relationship between heritage, identity, and cultural memory. This research topic would focus on how Walker presents different perspectives of heritage through the characters of Dee, Maggie, and their mother. It would analyze how objects like quilts and churns symbolize the living history of African American culture. The study would also consider how generational differences influence perceptions of tradition and identity. Symbolism of Quilts in Everyday Use by Alice Walker. In Everyday Use by Alice Walker, quilts are central symbols representing family, history, and cultural legacy. This topic would investigate the deeper symbolic role quilts play in the narrative, not merely as objects of art but as carriers of lived experience. It would explore how Walker uses quilting as a metaphor for survival, creativity, and resilience in African American culture. The research would also analyze how the quilts reflect contrasting views of heritage among the characters. Feminism and Womanhood in Everyday Use by Alice Walker. Everyday Use by Alice Walker can be read through a feminist lens, as it centers on the experiences of African American women navigating identity and culture. This research topic would examine how Walker portrays different types of womanhood through Mama, Maggie, and Dee. The analysis would focus on how each woman's perspective reflects larger issues of self-determination, resilience, and empowerment. It would also address how the story contributes to discussions of Black feminism in literature. The Concept of Everyday Use in Everyday Use by Alice Walker. The title Everyday Use by Alice Walker raises questions about practicality, memory, and cultural heritage. This research would analyze how Walker contrasts different interpretations of use through her characters. Dee views objects as symbols of art and cultural display, while Mama and Maggie see them as woven into daily survival. The study explores how the story critiques cultural commodification while affirming the value of lived, everyday connections to heritage. Generational Conflict in Everyday Use by Alice Walker. A central tension in Everyday Use by Alice Walker is the generational conflict between Dee and her family. This research explores how differences in values, education, and cultural outlooks shape the divide. Dee's rejection of family traditions contrasts with Maggie's acceptance and Mama's practical ties to heritage. The study highlights how Walker uses this tension to critique shallow, surface-level understandings of cultural identity and authentic connections to heritage. Find more research topics on studycorgi.com.